Hello, how are you guys?
Great, how are you doing?
Great, yeah.
Yeah, great, thank you. So, can you tell us about how this project came about?
Well, it came about, we've been working at this for 7 long, wild years. It's been adventure all around the world. It took a long time, but we finally made it here.
Yeah, and I mean, Kip's definitely made a few films that have prerequisited this whole event and this whole film, but for my own personal life too, just when you watch the film, you'll see the questions that are asked or something that, me being a Christian background is something that everybody who's religious, spiritual, or people who are non-religious and non-spiritual should be asking themselves.
Yeah, so with it being potentially it could be a sensitive topic, how did you get about getting contributors for this? How did you get about getting contributors like the people to speak on this documentary?
You mean the interviews for the film or?
Yeah, like interviews, yeah.
Well, the interviews for the film, a lot of people, the ones that we found took a lot of work, but we found archaeologists, Dead Sea Scroll experts, professors, experts in this field that no one knows from the mainstream, but after this film, now they're going to know, and they've been waiting to speak the truth about this, what's being revealed in the film, for some of their entire lives, and now it's finally come to fruition with this film.
Oh yeah, and then amazing. And then, can you guys share any memorable moments from doing this film?
Man, so many memorable moments. When you watch the film, it's like a Raiders Lost Ark meets Da Vinci Code. One reveal after another. So as a viewer, when they're watching it, they're blown away at the same time. And we're going through these experiences, car chases, being chased, going to interviews incredible people. I can't even pick one.
Yeah, mine would be the true Raiders of the Lost Ark moment, which is I go beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. I don't want to say more because I want you to see it, but I had my whole Indiana Jones moment, I guess, in a way. I found myself in that. It's really wild, yeah.
What were the most challenging moments from doing this?
Most challenging moments are, again, when the viewer watches this, they'll see which the most challenging. Some of it, we were followed for a long time, but actually making the film was a big challenge to make sure we have all of our footage and we just finished the film. Another one too is challenging is being around certain situations where animals aren't being respected, to say the least, and what people are doing to the animals is very challenging, because when you look in the eye of an animal, you see what they're going through, and that's very challenging because you want to rescue every single animal you see, but that was challenging.
Yeah, that's probably the most challenging moment, but to add to that, I would say outside of the filmmaking process itself, it's been releasing this film independently since we decided to do it that way and move away from our major streamer. Figuring that process out has been something that is like a trailblazing thing, and we've had to go through a lot of grit and a lot of grind. We're pretty tired even here tonight, but we're excited that we're able to have the freedom that we have.
Did you guys save 2 lambs from a Hulla farm?
We saved one particular lamb. That's one of the highlights of the film, giving some of it away. We saved one. We wanted to save a lot.
He might be speaking about the Kickstarter. We had a bunch of Kickstarter supporters that helped us once we decided to get our film rights back and helped us launch this film. And in part of that process, we worked with an animal sanctuary and rescued 2 lambs from a halal ritual slaughter farm where they were growing them for that.
What's been the most horrific thing, with also the past documentaries as well that you guys done? What's been the most horrific moment or encounter you've experienced yourself from doing any of your films in the past?
The most harrowing?
Horrific.
Most horrific of all the films. There's been quite a few, but one is going to a massive dairy farm and seeing the babies taken away from their mothers because the dairy industry separates them. And then that was from Cowspiracy. And then this film, we were in the world's largest animal sacrifice in the world, public sacrifice in the world, and we had to witness that. And you want to save every single animal, and being the journalists and what we're doing, we're not able to, but that's very, very, very difficult.
Yeah, I agree. Gadamai animal sacrifice in Nepal, which is in the film, definitely the most horrific scene I've ever been a part of. Yeah.
What would be the main message you would like people to take away from Christspiracy?
The main message is to be inspired to ask more questions. Realize right when this film starts, right when this film ends, most everyone who's seen this say, I'm just completely blown away, but yet I'm so inspired, and I just want to ask so many questions right now. I feel like a new person. It's a very transformative film. Everyone who's watched it is completely like, I'm a new person after seeing it.
Yeah, and I would say the biggest message that we as humans need to hear has been perpetuated over time, but it's been suppressed for 2,000 years, the truth of it, and that's what we get into in this film. And so the revelation of the words of Jesus, the words of these other spiritual beings that we uncover is something that I feel will transform history, the way we look at history, and then transform our future, going forward.
And then 2 last quick questions. I know you guys got to go. Can you sum up this? How would you sum up this film in 3 words?
A wild, wild journey. It's like Da Vinci Codes meets Raiders of the Lost Ark with a massive, the biggest cover-up in the last 2,000 years revealed that will transform history forever. Really.
Yeah, those film titles, and I'd say also Passion of the Christ meets Eat, Pray, Love.
I love that. And then lastly, what can we expect from you guys in the future?
More great stuff. That we're just started this journey in a way. Once the film launches, then we look forward to a lot of debates, a lot of discussions, public debates around this subject, really propelling the message of this film, and then some more other fun, powerful projects.
Yeah, we're just going to put out as much we're going to continue the content, continue the discussion. There's so much amazing material in this film, and there's so much that we had to cut out because it's a 90-minute film and we filmed for 7 years. So we want to put all of that out and keep the conversation going through showing everyone our additional content.
Amazing. Thank you so much and congratulations on tonight. So it's lovely to meet you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.